Deep in the heart of Sri Lanka, there's a place that just, well, it defies all geological explanation. Locals even call it Alien Mountain. It's become a magnet for UFO researchers and mystery hunters from all over the world. And in this explainer, we're going to find out exactly why.
So, let me just ask you, have you ever heard of Sri Lanka's Alien Mountain? And no, this isn't just some catchy nickname someone made up for the internet. It's a very real place, with a very real mystery that's getting a ton of international attention.
The mountain's actual name is Danagala, and it's located in the Polonnaruwa district. And people are flocking there, not just to see ancient temples, but to check out this truly bizarre geological wonder for themselves. The reason for all this buzz, well, that's where our first clue comes in.
Okay, so our investigation has to start with the most obvious and frankly startling clue, the mountain's shape. I mean, from any angle, it just looks profoundly unnatural, totally unlike any other peak you'll see in the area.
Let's just look at the difference here. A typical mountain, you know what it looks like, right? It's rugged, it's pointed, it's clearly the result of natural forces. But then you have Danagala. It's almost perfectly semicircular, and it's got this weirdly flat top. It just doesn't look like nature made it, does it?
And this is where the theories really start to take off. Someone pointed out that when you see it from a drone, from up above, the description is just uncanny. It looks less like a mountain and more like a purpose-built, engineered landing pad. And not one observation. It's really the cornerstone of this whole ancient astronaut theory surrounding Danagala.
Which leads us to the big question we have to ask. Are we looking at a super rare but totally natural geological quirk? Or is this evidence of something else entirely? A structure literally carved out of the earth by some kind of intelligence way back in the distant past.
But believe me, the mountain's strange shape is just the beginning. The mystery gets so much deeper when you hear the incredible stories from the people who actually live there, right in its shadow.
And listen, we're not talking about some ancient folklore here. These are modern, happening right now accounts. Local villagers and monks who meditate nearby consistently report seeing these strange lights. It adds this credible, absolutely fascinating layer to the mountain's whole mystique.
So what are they actually seeing? Well, the reports are surprisingly specific. They show up as these glowing orbs, not planes, not helicopters. They seem to purposefully come down right onto that flat summit, hang out for a bit, and then shoot straight back up into the sky. And the witnesses are adamant. What they're seeing is not a conventional aircraft or any star they've ever seen.
Okay, so this is where the physical evidence and the eyewitness accounts start to connect with ancient South Asian legends in a truly mind-bending way. We need to talk about the legend of King Ravana's airport.
To even begin to understand this legend, you first have to know about this, the Sakwala Chakraya. It translates to something like Stargate, and it's this incredibly detailed carving found nearby. Some theorists believe this wasn't just art. They think it was a map or maybe even a portal for traveling through the stars. So, if you've got a Stargate, you're going to need somewhere to park, right?
And the theory itself is just fascinating. The legend says that King Ravana had these flying machines called the Dandu Monara. They would supposedly arrive through that Stargate, and their destination, you guessed it, the perfectly flat top of Danagala, which served as the designated airport for these otherworldly vehicles.
But wait, there's more. Tucked away inside the caves on the mountain itself are these petroglyphs, strange symbols and drawings that nobody has ever been able to decipher. Could this be a lost language? Maybe flight logs or instructions left behind by ancient visitors? It's just another piece of this incredible puzzle.
So, let's just zoom out for a second and try to connect all these dots. We've got an unnaturally shaped mountain, we've got modern sightings of mysterious lights, and we have an ancient legend of a celestial airport. What does it all add up to?
Now, I know this might sound like pure science fiction, but this isn't just something fringe theorists are interested in. The unique geography and the powerful legends of Sri Lanka have reportedly caught the attention of big organizations like NASA, who are curious about ancient knowledge and potential celestial connections.
So, the grand theory is that these sites weren't isolated incidents. The idea is that Ramasuyana, the Stargate, and Danagala, the airport, along with other key places like Yahangala, were all part of a sophisticated, interconnected network. Maybe an intergalactic travel system from a forgotten chapter of our own history.
So what is Danwala really? Is it just an unusual rock carved out by millions of years of wind and rain? Or, when you connect all the clues,
The impossible shape, the mysterious lights, the ancient legends. Is it a remnant of something far more profound? A pathway to a history that we're only just beginning to rediscover? The evidence is there. What do you think?